Gitonga Murugara, you want to speak to this?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the request made is actually timely because this House has been faced with problems, especially regarding its oversight roles. The problem we have is
the chair of Budget and Appropriations Committee. You are working with members and they are very happy behind you. And they're not even following one side of the aisle. Could you leave the House in silence?
The good thing about the chairman of the Budget and Appropriations is a very amiable man. So I'm sure the ladies have just found it good to work out with him. But that notwithstanding, we are saying it is vitally important that Senate actually appreciates its constitutional role, because oversight of the national government is given to the National Assembly. And it becomes extremely difficult when the National Assembly has to exercise the oversight role for the Senate to perform the same role by inviting the same members of the government, as a result of which
Honorable Millie. Yes, the minority whip.
Yes, thank you, Chair. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm just wondering whether the honorable member is in order to make the comments is made about the chair for Budget Committee, especially at a time when we have just seen a case from Equatorial Guinea of a man who is supposed to have gone around with 400 women. Is he encouraging such bad behavior in this country? We cannot allow such bad behavior because it is discriminatory against women. Unless it is shown that women can also do exactly the same thing. If we cannot, he is completely out of order. He cannot say such things or do such things.
Minority whip, I heard Honorable Murugara to say that the chair of Budget and Appropriations Committee is a very amiable man, and so anybody around him would be expected to be happy. The way the lady members were, by coincidence, the chair Budget and Appropriations Committee was only in the company of lady members of parliament at the time. But it was not targeted at women. It was that he's an amiable person and anybody around him would naturally be happy. Honorable Murugara.
Absolutely, thank you so much. Thank you for protecting me. I do not.
Is this 400 Honorable Naisula is talking about? What did you talk about, 400? Honorable Murugara, let's proceed.
Yes. Yeah. The trouble is Honorable Wamboka is also seated next to the honorable members, including the minority whip and the gracious lady from Samburu. And therefore you can see how excited he is. And the next one is John Makali. And these are all gentlemen from Western Kenya, and they are well known for this. And that leads me to say, I do not want to attribute them to what was from Equatorial Guinea. It was quite hilarious to read what that cabinet secretary was doing there. But the only thing that is in common is the happiness. As the ladies left with...
Did you say hilarious or despicable?
No.
What the guy in Equatorial Guinea was doing?
It was hilarious because I don't know whether it is true or not true. I actually took it with a pinch of salt. I don't think it is true, but there we are.
Wamboka, we will not disrupt main parliamentary business for points of order. Yeah, so you'll allow Honorable Murugara to continue.
So let's continue with the problems we have with the Senate. Which problem is that this House must be allowed to do its oversight role on the executive. And the executive here, we mean the national government. There is no way committees can summon senior members of the executive for purposes of ensuring that the government is running properly, only to be told that the same members are being summoned by the Senate. We need a clarification as regards the constitutional roles of the Senate and of the National Assembly. The Senate must always know that its role is limited